So, man, growing up, man, I kind of always wanted to know, man, like who or what was some of your inspirations as a child growing up? Because, like I said, you are very talented. You're a man of many hats, and well-rounded. Who are some of your influences or some of your idols or some people that you looked up to?
Man, growing up, you know what I'm saying? I lived in the hood on Galena, 38th to Galena, 39th to Galena.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So it was very easy to, like, you know what I'm saying, get misguided. But like, it was this dude named Smooth in the hood, and he was the neighborhood barber. You feel me? Like, everybody loved him, like, no matter what. You feel me? And growing up, I wanted to be like Smooth. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Smooth, man. But yeah, man, like I wanted to do something positive, you know what I'm saying? So like growing up I had like LeBron and, you know what I'm saying, basketball, hoop dreams, you know what I'm saying? We looked up stuff like that.
And I think dancing was a big part of it around that time.
Definitely dancing, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the dancers out there.
I think the bashes and banging was popular at that time.
Parties, bashes, banging. Like at first it wasn't even banging though, like we created it. Like it turned into battling. It turned into niggas really taking time out their day and go practice. You know what I mean? Like watching videos of break dancers and shit like that.
I agree.
Practicing, like,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So like we turned the dancing world into a whole new world when we was in Milwaukee, like as a kid. So like growing up in that world, it was easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all stuck together. Like,
especially around that time. Everybody.
You ain't even have to know them other niggas, but niggas stuck together.
And that's true. That's true. I remember that.
It was more pro-positive than it is now.
So growing up, you was into hooping, dancing, you know, the average kid, adolescent things. What made you grab those clippers, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you goated, man. Like, where did that come from? Can you remember your first time picking up some clippers?
I remember like a motherfucker.
Hey, run us to that experience, man.
Crazy part about it, though. Look, growing up, man, I was real big on my waves. You feel me?
Okay.
Like,
okay. See you crispy.
360 Jeezy type nigga. You feel me? Like, it was crazy. So like, you know, so I was like 12. I go to the barbershop on 27th and Elite. You know what I'm saying? I stay in the hood, Galena. You know what I'm saying? I tell the man, like, give me low cut, taper, you know what I'm saying? Got my way. I get in the chair, the man, like, you know what I'm saying? I see your shit spinning, you going crazy, woo, woo. I'm like, yeah, appreciate it, this and that. Man, why this man cut my shit down there bored, dog? You feel me? Like, they done scared me. I'm like, mama waves go. I'm hurt. I go home, man. Tell my mom's like, man, look, ain't nobody ever touching my head again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I meant that. Like, ain't nobody ever touching my head again. Like, I was already artistic. Like, I was cold with the drawing. Like, I was drawing portraits and stuff like that. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I would already do my liner with a razor in between cuts. So, you know what I'm saying? I already knew how to do a little bit. Then, like I said, man, I had my man Smooth on the block. He was cutting. You know what I'm saying? My uncle used to do little bowl cuts on kids and shit like that. So, like, I was familiar with it. It's just, when I picked it up, it just came naturally. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, I started cutting my shit. And
that's what I was going to ask you. Like, you started cutting, like, the family members and people on the block? Or
like I remember, like I told you, I got 2 little brothers. So, like, we real close in age, too. So, you know what I'm saying? Started practicing on that shit. Like, started doing my shit. Like, one thing I wouldn't do was, like, really, I was real big on, like, fucking up. So, like, if I couldn't do something, I wouldn't do it. So, like, I got cold with liners. So, I wouldn't taper, I wouldn't cut your shit down.
Your line to be crispy.
Your shit up crispy as a bit. Like, it's crazy as hell. But you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I had to, like, expand.
Exactly.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? I started going to school, asking niggas. I first learned how to taper when I seen somebody with, like, the little nappy Kobe fro.